At the Woodbridge Brewery, and my name is Errol Marks from the Worldwide Sports Radio Network. We're here with Charles Oakley. Charles, what's going on, my friend? I've been a big fan of yours since I was a little kid from the '94 Knicks, even when we just traded for Bill Cartwright. Tell us a little bit about your foundation and what you're doing right now feeding the poor.
The Charles Oakley Foundation, I started 3 years ago, and I got my board and all that, and we just try to go out and do different type of stuff. We, some foundations that specialize in just scholarships and this and that. We just do the whole surrounding room. We do everything for us. We go to high school, we go to different shelters, we go to different homes, we go to different events, and we just try to fit in what we get in. And people call you and they want some assistance. If we're available, we go and try to do what we can do as the Oakley Foundation.
I heard you were at Skid Row over there in California. Tell us a little bit about your foundation over there and feeding the poor over there.
I think that a couple of people I know in LA, and they always talked about Skid Row as the most people, the most homeless people out there. Over 40,000 people sleeping on the street, this and that, every day. And I think that when we talked about it, I said, man, let's try to make a difference. So I did Skid Row 5 times, like I say. Probably do it again coming up next year, because it's just like, it's really tough on the people, because, some people looking for a second chance. Some people just lazy. They don't have to be there. They're just taking the easy route out.
Basketball has been a big part of my life. I know you were one of my favorite Knicks. The 94 Knicks, one of the greatest Knicks teams I have ever seen. I wasn't alive for the 70 Knicks. You look at the Knicks team now these days, do they replicate the Knicks teams of the 94, 95 Knicks?
I don't think this era record meant back in the 90s or none of that. It's just a different era. Different ball players, different styles, different gameplay. I think, they got an older coach. I think Thibodeau is one of the older coaches from the 80s and, from the 90s and 2000s, been around. He hadn't seen the physical play and all that. But I think they got a group of guys that buy in. The key is to buy in to your superstars. And after Quan Brunson and Hard and a few other guys, OG this year, they got the right pieces. The guys playing their role. I think that that's the key to this new youth of basketball. Can guys play roles? I think they got some good pieces. They did their due diligence, and then they put their core together. So now I just see how it play out.
Everybody's been comparing Michael Jordan and LeBron James, two of the greatest basketball players to ever play the game. I believe Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player of all time. You played with Michael Jordan. Tell us a little bit about Michael, playing with him, and do you think Michael Jordan still is the greatest basketball player of all time?
Well, the greatest I've seen in my lifetime, but playing with him, it's a joy. He's a guy serious at all time, and you can see his work effort, playing with him, and after his approach to the game, his approach from the game. I've never seen someone more classy than him. LeBron's a guy who got a lot of the same similarity, but it's like style. Kobe's is like a chrome to Mike. Them 3 guys, it's hard to pick, but I tell everybody I have to go Mike, LeBron, and Kobe.
I would agree with you. One more last question. You look at the league with all the new rules, all the differences from what we've seen in the 90s and now today. What do you like about today's game from the game that you played?
It's different. What I don't like, what I do like. What I do like is they getting paid a lot of money.
So do I. I like that too.
What I don't like, teams taking a lot of threes.
I would agree with you, and that's why I think, as much as I love Steph Curry and what he brings to the game,
Steph Curry can make it. So Steph Curry is not the problem.
Wow, I don't think he's the problem.
Trying to build is the problem, because you fall in love with the threes. First 5 shots of the game with threes, maybe 2 or 3 teams can do that in the league, and the 30 teams, so the other 27 are gonna struggle. So find the identity that your team can have a good chemistry every night. I think if teams want to learn, they go down and see how OKC playing. They showing it that superstar, but they getting it done. They got the best record in the league. Minnesota's doing well. The East, Knicks is on the rise, but we got to see what happens in the playoffs.
Well, I would agree with you. I really appreciate your time, as always. Keep up the good work, your foundation, everything that you're doing for everything, not only just basketball, young kids, and really young kids that want to prosper and be like you. So thank you very much.